The Good Buddies Anime Podcast is hosted by two rowdy, foul-mouthed American cowboys. Listener discretion is advised.
Hey, Good Buddies, what's up? Welcome into the Good Buddies Anime Show. I am your good buddy, Roger.
And I am your good buddy, Brandon.
And if you're hearing this, you're watching the YouTube version of the show.
Indeed you are.
You are. We're breaking it apart into pieces to kind of close out the year. It's holiday season, stretched kind of thin, but we really, really appreciate you guys for hanging out with us for 2021. And it's been a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just shitty's last year, but, you know, maybe 2022 will be better, baby.
Let's hope so. There's always hope for tomorrow, and isn't that what this holiday season is all about? You know what else is about is a bunch of people shopping and pissing us off. So it's going to be rough, which is why these episodes are going to drop whenever they do, not on their normal days. They will get out when they get out. But thank you so much for sticking with us and dealing with our bullshit as we deal with everyone else's.
Enjoy the list.
Love ya. So let's start with some randos. We're going to do some randos, and then I think we'll do our categories. So let's start with a rando.
Okay.
You know the categories, boss. Do you want to pick one to start with?
Let's go. You know what, dude? Let's go with pleasant surprise.
All right. So this is the fell in the mud but found $20 bills in the puddle for most pleasant surprise. So this is one that perhaps you went in thinking, I don't know about this show, it seems okay, and maybe you even thought it would be bad, and then you got in and you were like, well, god damn it, I actually enjoy this one. Or it was something that really just kind of swerved you in a good way. Do you want to go first? You want me to go first?
You know what, dude? I keep going first. I'm gonna let you go first.
I'll take this one. So my most pleasant surprise, this is one that I still have complaints about the program, but as I continue to watch it, and me and Haley have been watching it together, it really has turned me around, had a couple good swerves, and it has some moments that are just really heartfelt and I really enjoy, and it's called Maruko-Chan. Maruko-Chan is a show about a girl who can see ghosts, and she apparently, up till this point in her life, when she is, I think, in high school, hasn't seen ghosts, but now suddenly she can see ghosts, and it's absolutely freaking her out.
She doesn't really want to see these ghosts.
She really doesn't want to, because they're very disturbing and upsetting, and they keep getting in their faces like, can you see me? Can you? And she's like, oh, I'm late for the bus, and just runs away. So the whole thing, and it's a thing where like she starts by doing this, and it's like, I guess that's how I would react too, but you never really see why until a little bit later on, where she pretends to not see them and she finds some reason to not interact with the ghost and to fool them into thinking she's not seeing a ghost, so that the ghost leaves her alone. And then minor spoiler, there's a bit kind of late in the show, I'll say episode like 7, 8, maybe somewhere in there, where she straight up like gets tricked by one of these ghosts into acknowledging its existence. And as soon as she does, the ghost flips its shit, runs at her, is about to kill this girl. It gets serious. So that's the thing, is if the ghost knows you can see it, it's gonna fucking kill you. That's the idea. So that's why she's constantly playing so sly with it and trying to fool him into not thinking that. But my only complaint with the show, the reason it didn't really get me is because I was like, it keeps doing the fan servicey thing where like it's zooming in on the titties and there's a titty ghost. There's actually a titty ghost. There is a titty ghost. I'm just going to say titty ghost.
You do like the titty ghost,
I'm going to say titty ghost 2 more times. Titty ghost, titty ghost. There is one. And there's also like, it does that weird, I told you, it felt like I was peeping, where like, it's not just, oh, they're at the beach, it's she's changing clothes and it's like sultrily looking up her thighs and butt, or she's just in her freaking pajamas, like getting something from under the seat and it's zooming in on her butt crack. And I'm like, okay, show. But also it has these really great moments where it's like her interacting with good ghosts, quote unquote. There's one scene in particular that I won't spoil here because I think it really is a really beautiful scene where you see a big scary ghost while she is having breakfast with her family. And it's an amazing scene that has a really fun twist at the end. And the show is legitimately good. It really is. It is a little trashy, and that's okay. I am learning to accept trash.
There you go.
But I do like Maruko-Chan. It's a very good show. As trashy as it can be. There you go. What's your big most pleasant surprise?
My pleasant surprise is probably where people are going to tune out. But
all right, here we go. Here we fucking go.
I chose the Cowboy Bebop live action.
Hell yeah, I'll take it. I'll fucking take it.
You know, we talked about it several times before it happened. I had my standards set very low, and the show didn't disappoint me. Now, is it canceled? Yes.
It's gone.
Did people want to hate it right out the gate? Yes.
Yeah, it did.
Did some people legitimately hate it? Sure.
Yeah, why wouldn't they?
Did
That's
some
fine.
people illegitimately hate it? Yes. But for whatever it is, I thought for the most part the character or the actors did a great job. I thought the show had a lot of fun moments. I thought there were some truly standout episodes in there. And even though now I can't recommend that you watch it because they clearly planned for more and we're not going to get it.
Yep. We just knock a couple points off my score. Why not? Since we know we're not going to get more. Bummer.
Yeah. It sucks, but it is what it is.
There you go.
But the time before that happened, the time that I spent with it, I did quite enjoy it. I did not know if I was or not. I wanted to give it the best chance that I could, and turns out I did quite enjoy it.
Yeah.
Now my score wasn't incredibly high or anything, but
Yeah.
I mean, I felt like at least I felt that it warranted to be able to finish itself with another 8 episodes or whatever.
It would have been nice.
Yeah,
but
it would have been nice. But it's not happening. But for what it was, I thought it was a good attempt at a live action anime.
Yeah, it was fine. I mean, it's not amazing, but it was fine.
It was pleasant.
It was pleasant. It was
There we go.
you know what it was? A pleasant surprise.
And that, sir, is why I chose it.
Very good. Since we're not going to have a ramble on this episode, I just want to throw this one out now. Speaking of Cowboy Bebop. If you woke up earlier this month and you looked up into the night sky and saw one of those stars flickered out, that is because we lost a real one this December. Keiku Nobumoto, who was a screenwriter on Cowboy Bebop, as well as look at this fucking list, y'all. Series head writer of Cowboy Bebop, series head writer and creator of Wolf's Rain, writer on Samurai Champloo, Space Dandy, Carolyn Tuesday, Cowboy Bebop the movie, Knock on Heaven's Door, Tokyo Godfathers. She passed away, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Just want to give a quick shout out. Rip to a real one. It's
R.I.P. in peace. You know?
R.I.P. in peace. I hope she's having a good nap. And we'll see you, Space Cowgirl, someday, somewhere. Thank you very much. What a fucking career, though. You know, I'm not trying to romanticize the woman's death or anything, but goddamn, what a fucking career.
Dude.
You nailed it. You fucking nailed it, girl. All right. What do you want to do for the next category?
Well,
big guy?
you know, after that, I feel like you got to turn it down a notch with the biggest disappointment.
Let's do it. Biggest disappointment. Do you want to take this or you want me?
I'll go first.
All right.
Since I gave you the last one.
So
The next one, you go first.
I think this is fitting because I'll be real with you. I've got 2, and I know yours is going to be one of them, and mine's going to be the other one.
You know what? I only have one section that has 2. So.
All right, I have 2 here. I've got some honorable mention for these, but go ahead.
Wonder Egg Priority.
Yeah.
How could it be anything else?
Yeah, I'll tell you how in a minute, but go ahead.
At least for me, how could it be anything else?
I get you.
This show fucking dookied all over me, son.
Dog.
It was just so bullshit.
It was. You know what really sucks about it?
And not to mention that the people that were creating and working on the show were fucking hurting themselves for this pile of garbage.
You're not wrong. It's like Wonder Egg Priority started so fucking good is the problem.
Yeah. How do you? I'm pretty sure you can go find the audio and clip it somewhere for me.
How are they
gonna
gonna
mess this up?
How are they gonna fuck this one up?
There's no way it's shitting the bed.
It's so good. It could shit the bed. Also, I don't see it happening. Well, you know what happened.
Well,
it's like,
guess fucking what?
It would literally be like if you went on a blind date, your friends set you up, and you're going out. You're really connecting with this person. They're attractive. They're into you. Oh, you go see a nice movie. You have a wonderful meal at the restaurant, and then you go on home, and like that last third, it's the cab ride back to their place, and then you're outside the door, and they just go and puke all over you, shit themselves, pass out.
Yeah.
And you're just like, what the? How did this happen?
I would say you're in the cab with them. You don't know the cab driver, and then your date is just tearing ass.
And then and also they have a really cute turtle and they rip its head off.
Yeah, that was fucking terrible.
Fuck.
But they're just tearing ass in the cab. And it smells awful. And the
And you're
cab
just
driver
like,
keeps
wow.
glancing back at you.
How did this happen?
And you're like,
How did this happen?
This is fucking over.
Oh, it's such a bummer.
Yeah, it was.
God, that show started so
Wonder Egg
good.
Priority was really ripped ass. You know?
I still think it's worth watching if you just forget those last few episodes and the special even happened.
You know what sucks is it gave you a really shitty ending, and then they did a special episode.
They give you another shitty
and they
ending.
make it even shittier.
How did we start the review? What's worse than having a show with a bad ending? Having a show with 2 bad endings.
Yeah.
God, what a bummer.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
I want to hear your other biggest disappointment, though.
My other biggest disappointment may be obvious to anyone who's been paying attention to our last, the last year of our reviews. But for me, Wonder Egg definitely up there. But the one I will put, I personally would say on par was Promised Neverland season 2.
Ah, yes.
Absolute fucking bummer. After a show with such, dare I say, promise. It to really just on the second season full on dookie the bed on me. It was a real bummer, man. And I guess I
Brandon's
get it.
in this cab with 2 girls. They fine as hell.
Jesus Christ,
best
Roger.
dates of his life, and they just start tearing ass like crazy.
I very specifically
one of them shits the fucking cab.
I very specifically did not gender the date so that anyone could put in whoever they wanted.
Okay,
but I
that's
get
fair.
it.
That's
but
fair.
Anyway, we're back there and everybody's shitting.
Yeah, so only one of them shits. One of them just farting and it smells really bad. The other one shits, and the cab's looking at Brandon. You gonna clean that up? You paying for this, right?
God damn it! And I'm just like, I could just jump out of the
They're
cab.
like, "What are you into, sir?"
It's not this. Anyway, yeah, Wonder Egg Priority was not great, and Promised Neverland season 2 was also not great. I think the argument you made before was that at least there's a chance this one could get a brotherhood treatment.
I want to go ahead and make the cab. Let's make a nice looking fella in the cab. But the one that shit the cab is the lady.
Okay, you monster. Anyway, yeah, Promised Neverland season 2. If you want to know my full thoughts on it, we did a whole review. I don't really want to dredge it all up again, but it was a fucking bummer, man. Promised Neverland season 1 was amazing, and I understand that, like, you know, maybe the manga apparently didn't have a great ending and all that. I get it, but like the amount of stuff that happens in this show that just makes truly no sense. I really can't even blame all of it on fucking, Rush Job and stuff, because some of it is just straight up bad writing.
Yeah, and it definitely, it feels pretty apparent that they had the plug pulled on them because of the ill-received ending.
Yeah, probably.
Like, just pull it, get it out there.
Get it out there. We're done. We're gonna move on to other stuff. Hey, you're our good animators. We need you working on something else. Bye bye. So there you go. I get it. I totally get it. But also, it sucked the dick. It's like here's it and here's the dick and it's sucking it. But yeah, that's how it went down, man. That one really let me down. Man. That was my biggest disappointment. I forgot to give the fun little title for this one. This is the someone shit
in the cab.
Someone shit in the cab. Someone shit in the cab award for biggest disappointment.
And unfortunately, I was the driver of that cab, so let's get the hell out of it.
And you had to smell it all the whole time. It was a bummer. All right.
And they didn't even tip me.
Let me pick one. Let's go with. Here's one we haven't done before. I don't think. We got a pair of awards here. Let's call it the Sweet Cinnamon Roll Awards. For best boy and best girl. So who's your best boy? Let's start with girl.
Okay.
Who's your best girl, Roger?
It is Kyoko Hori from Horimiya.
Very good.
She is absolutely wonderful.
I would agree with you.
She is weird. And she feels real. I loved her.
I am with you, and I would fully agree with you that she is best girl if she did not, like, on more than one occasion, just punch the shit out of this dude. And I get it, that's like slapstick cartoon shit, but it felt a little out of place in a show that was so real otherwise. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yes, it was. She absolutely kicks ass. She's very good.
Yeah.
She's very, very good.
Who did you choose, dude?
My best girl, this is one that I know you didn't watch, but I went with Sarasa from Kageki Shoujo, the opera girl show. She is tall, she's got big old poofy pigtails, and she just wants to be a good actress. And you know what? Show's really cute. She's a really fun character. It's a all-girls acting school, so there's a lot of good girls in this show, but you can't not go with the tall cotton candy hair baby girl. She's the best. That's my best girl for this year. All right, here's the one that I think I know, Who's your best boy?
Dude.
Who's your best boy?
It is a one John Medillo.
Yes, John the Armadillo. Yes,
It's the best. He's the best character
ever.
Yeah, maybe ever.
Yes,
That could be it. I'm getting a John tattoo.
Are you? Come on.
I wish, dude. I'm gonna get a whole John sleeve.
Jesus.
I get his little name tattooed around my wrist, John Medillo.
John Medillo.
It's John from Vampire Diaries. I know why. Somehow, I kind of mentioned, because I wanted to talk about this here a little bit, how they, the two characters by themselves, they might not work, but for whatever reason, this little fucking armadillo that they threw into the mix,
little orange ball of baby boy wonder
that they both clearly love.
Yes, you haven't finished the show.
The creators of the show love this armadillo.
You gotta finish it, man. It's so good. I can't spoil it, but it's so
don't
good.
Spoil it for me. But I love John, man. I can't wait to get that Nindroid with the little John in it.
Yeah, I might have to buy a fucking Nindroid now. They got one of Draluk, the vampire, and it does come with a little John.
It comes with the little John.
I don't even want the Lil John.
Robin Hood, Lil John walking through the forest.
It comes with Draluk and a Lil John, and when you when you click his back, he goes yeah. Stupid.
I love John, man. I love him.
Yes, John the Armadillo is
my
very good.
wife loves him.
Yes.
We would trade anything.
My wife loves him.
We would trade any of our animals for John.
You monster.
We'd trade any of our friends for John.
That's fucked up.
If I turned my back, she might trade me for John.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If it was between me and John, the armadillo, were both hanging from a cliff, and Roger could only save one, I know I would let go just to keep him from having to make the decision, just to save myself the disappointment.
You just see the sweat coming down so hard. You know the.
Don't lie. You wouldn't hesitate. You wouldn't hesitate, you monster.
What's his name? Something Harold. It's a meme or whatever. It's an old white dude, and he's got the bloodshot eyes, and he's got the really plastic-looking smile. And
I don't know this one. Hardcore Harold?
Something Harold, yeah. I don't know. That would be me.
Okay. Yeah, you're like crying, like you gotta shoot one of them. You're the worst.
It'd be the worst, dude. It'd be the
All
worst.
right.
I love John. Who'd you pick?
I almost went with John, but I knew you would, and I have to be a little dissenter, so I'm going with Prince Boji from Ranking of Kings. He is a perfect little cinnamon roll. He's a sweet baby.
What if they did a mashup show with both John and Prince Boji?
It would be too much for me, and I might actually die. They're both very, very sweet little babies.
You might
They're both
actually
very
turn
cute.
to Santa.
I might actually go when he dies backwards. Oh, it's so good. Look, the show's very good. Reign of King's very good. Vampire Dust No Time is very good. They're both very good shows. But yes, little Prince Boji, who again can't talk. So there's literally a scene in this last episode where the dude who's been training him on how to, trying to make him stronger. It's amazing because they're in a very crowded like tavern. And he tells him to recite the 3 rules of being a warrior. And Boji, who again is deaf but can read lips, and he's got his little shadow buddy Kage who can understand him even though he can't talk because he can't hear, he can't talk good. He's basically mute and deaf. And he says, "What is the first rule of swordsmanship?" And he goes, yes, number 2. And he's just like doing that. And like everyone is in this fucking tavern just staring at him like, what the fuck is this? And like when he's finished with all 3 rules, his teacher and the little shadow boy, who are the only ones who can understand him, are just like, my God, he is ready. It's like, this is the cutest shit in the world. Boji's perfect and I love him. But yes, I tip my fedora to Medillo. Because yes, Medillo is also just a very good boy. They're both very good. It was tough to pick between the 2, but I knew you were going John, so I had to go with Boji. Those are our best boys and girls. How about let's do this one. What's your best fight?
The best fight is the one with, I can't remember the name of the demon, but it's Rengoku and the demon from the very last fight in the Demon Slayer movie.
Ooh, very good. Very, very good.
Oh my God, that fight is fucking awesome.
It's killer. The flame, the design on those flames, man. Mm-hmm. My God. Oh my god.
You
haven't watched any of the new season, have you?
Nope. Not yet.
Oh man.
Two unstoppable, wills clashing together.
Yes.
And making it a display for the greatest one comes out.
Mm-hmm.
God, dude, it's emotional. It's the animation. Well, it's Demon Slayer.
Mm-hmm.
That animation is top notch.
Oh,
this
when the
is Demon
Sakuga
Slayer
kicks
movie.
in. When the Sakuga kicks in, baby.
They didn't double down. They tripled down. They quadrupled down.
My God.
God, that fight is awesome. By the end of it, your body, you can feel how tense your body was.
You finally relax and you're like, God damn, I'm sore.
Yeah. It's good. God, that fight is fucking awesome.
It's killer.
It's one of the coolest fights I've ever seen in my life.
It's very, very good.
Honorable mention is the fight with the tree dude from Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yes, also amazing. That one was almost mine, but I was like, honestly, man, for my best fight, I went a little off the fucking board here, because there's a show that I really wanted to get in here, and I legitimately do think this is a really good one. This is my pick for the best fight. So there's a show called Skate the Infinity, which is basically a show about like skateboarding and shit. They have these, they call them beefs, where they're like racing down this mountain. It's very treacherous. There's all these sharp turns and stuff. And I could say the final battle, which was Snow versus Adam, could be the best of the show, but don't let anyone fool you. It's actually Reiki versus Adam, the match before that one, where our boy, who has been outshined, who was the one who was the fucking skate boy, he is the dude who gets the other guy into skating, and he has been outshined at every moment by his friend, who he thought he was helping out by giving him a new hobby. And he gets in there, he's fucking going against the final boss before his buddy goes against the final boss, and they are racing down this fucking mountain. And this is a dude who we've seen. First of all, fucking Adam is killer. He has this fucking move where he will go so much faster, get so far ahead of you, and honestly, kind of just to fuck with you as a game of chicken, and it always works. He has the ability to, as he's going downhill, he's so fucking good, he can slam on the brakes, spin around fast enough to keep his momentum, and he is skating uphill at you, and it's fucking terrifying, and everyone wipes out when he does it. This is a dude who, when one guy managed to get past that, he said, okay, and he ran up, kick-flipped off his board, grabbed it, and just slammed him in the fucking face with his skateboard. This is a murderous motherfucker. And he gets fucking clowned by Reiki. He gets absolutely clowned, only for this motherfucker to go full beast and take him down. It's sick. It's very back and forth. It's an absolute killer of a fight with these dudes on their skateboards. All up in each other's faces. He's trying to kill this boy. He literally at one point is dragging him behind him, dragging him on the fucking ground on a skateboard, my guy. This show's amazing. That's my number one fight. As it was absolutely killer.
Nice.
Reiki versus Adam. Really cool show. Honestly, I was a little off of it when it started, that show. That's a good ass show.
Good old Skinfinity.
Good old Skinfinity. Skate the Infinity. Rad. All right. So let's get down to Brandon's Crybaby Award, the Crybaby Corner Award for Saddest Anime. Do you want to take this, or do you want me to go first?
I'll go ahead and just tell you mine is that Violet Evergarden movie.
Yes.
There's nothing that can even compare.
I tell you, that did come out I think a couple years ago, but also we just barely got it on Netflix.
Yeah, we just got it on Netflix.
We just got it on Netflix, and also it's very sad.
Yeah.
It's very, very sad.
Yep, it had the fluids coming out of my eyes.
It's very good.
My eyeballs were leaking.
That's one that you knew you were done as soon as the kid showed up in the hospital, and you were like, oh, good.
Yeah. Oh, great.
A sick child, you say. Well, I see how this is going to go. Let me get my Kleenexes ready.
Certainly is not going to murder. Well, no, it didn't murder him, but they had already kind of done it in.
This show went straight for the jugular.
And the worst part isn't even the death. It's the fucking letters that they get you with.
Letters. Oh, it's heavy.
That shit, it weighs 1 million pounds.
Oh, yes.
You cannot carry what they are putting on you.
Yes. You're going to carry that weight? No, the fuck you ain't. You going to get crushed, baby.
Yeah.
And you going to like it. I liked it. You know I love sad shit. You know, there's two things I love. It's sad shit and weird shit.
I loved. This was one that I didn't have time to think for, but
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that this could be anything else.
For me, there is one that I will put on this, mostly because
I know where you're going, but
yeah, mostly because this one technically that one technically didn't come out this year. We just barely got it though, so I totally get it. I totally would count it. But for me, there was a show this season. This is the glaring omission.
Yeah.
This is the glaring omission because it was really fucking hard for me to narrow it down to 5, and I did end up dropping To Your Eternity. To Your Eternity is a beautiful show that is designed to make you cry, and it works while also telling you a very good story. It's got an amazing cast of characters, really good stuff. I will just tell you, the one that got me the hardest was episode 5, and I saw it. The thing is, you see it coming. It's one of those where, not unlike Violet Evergarden, you just know what's going to happen, and then it happens, and it still breaks your goddamn heart. It's a really great show, really beautiful show, amazing art, really good style. Just everything about it was fucking top notch. And that one was what we call a full streaker. I've said it several times, but I'll say it once more. If I tear up a little bit, that's good. If a tear rolls down my cheek, I know it's very good. But this one, the whole bottom half of my face was soaked in tears. That's how I know it was my Brandon's Crybaby Corner Award for the saddest thing I saw this year. It's very, very good.
Okay.
Very, very good show. And finally, let's cheer us up a little bit. Come on, you already know what it is, baby. It's the funniest show of the year. Roger, if you would.
Oh, dude, this one.
It's really tough, right?
It is actually tough.
There's so many good shows.
You know, Why the Vampire Dies in No Time is hilarious.
Oh.
There is one thing that made me laugh harder than anything else for this entire rest of the year.
Oh.
And it was Way of the House Husband.
All right.
It was on par with Asobi Asobase, with the poop doll. But whenever in the Way of the House Husband, with that fucking googly eye cockroach.
The googly eye cockroach is very good.
I was about to fucking honk. I was laughing so goddamn hard. Thankfully, my wife was awake this time, so
that's good.
I could get all them laughs out.
Yes.
I was hurting after I laughed so hard that you ever had one of those full on just the heartiest laugh you could fucking have.
Yeah. And then you're just like hoarse and sore afterward.
Your whole chest and like maybe like up into your shoulders. It fucking hurts. Dude.
Yeah, man.
Your eyes burn because you are crying at that point.
Yeah.
But it's not like the wedding tears. It's the ones that dry your whole face out.
Yeah, man.
Oh my God. It's got to go to Way the House Was, and it's got to go to that segment with the little fucking cockroach.
Yes.
That shit was hilarious.
All right, man. For me, I will take the low-hanging fruit. Speaking of which, I really need you to catch up on this show. I will go with The Vampire Dies in No Time. Very funny show. Very cute when at moments when John is in there, but my God, for it to be as occasionally trashy as it is, and you know that's not my thing, the show is just hilarious. It really does just manage to be very, very, very fucking funny. We have talked about it a lot already, so I will go ahead and cede the rest of my time so we can get to our last bit. But yes, Way of the House Husband was your funniest. My funniest was Vampire Dies in No Time. Very funny show.
I had some other chuckles here and there.
Maybe a little recency bias there, but I'm giving it to it. That's my number one for funniest.
I also did laugh very hard whenever Chibiusa did kiss that unicorn too. So
that was pretty wild. Yeah, that was pretty fucking wild. All right, let's finish strong, y'all. So this is the one where when we do a review here on the show, we have a certain set of categories that we go over, and we are going to pick our number one for each of those separate categories. So Roger, what is that first category, if you don't mind telling me?
The story and setting.
And what's the second category?
The characters and development.
Numero tres.
The art and animation.
Number 4, please.
That soundtrack.
And finally, that fifth category, that Good Buddies Wiggle Room, that je ne sais quoi. Roger, what does that mean?
I do not know what.
I don't know what. But let's go ahead and start it off. Roger, what is your pick for the best story and setting of the year?
So on these, I kind of went with shows, for the most part, we reviewed and that got a perfect score.
Ah, okay.
And just which one I thought was the best. So story and setting, I gave it to Megalobox 2.
Very good.
Nomad.
Very, very good. Yeah, I can't really disagree with that. I did pick a little bit different just because I can't stop talking about how much I love this show. I went ahead and did go with Ranking of Kings on this one.
Okay.
Ranking of Kings is fucking incredible. It's one we haven't reviewed yet.
You can
it is
tell
still
that-
ongoing.
You could tell that we got some sweepers in the awards here.
Oh, yeah. We got a few that are taking all of our big hits. How about Best Characters in Development?
Best characters in development. I gave it to Horimiya.
Okay, very good, very good. For me, I got a couple honorable mentions. I do, again, Ranking of Kings. Almost could have given this one to Sunny Boy, quite frankly. But in the end, I ended up going with Odd Taxi because, as I said, it is a masterclass in fucking character writing. It's very well done. Best art and animation. This one I fucking fought with. I really fought with art and animation. I was not sure on this one. I'll just tell you, man. So, what do you have for best art and animation?
I gave art and animation to Sunny Boy.
Very good. Yeah, I'm with you. That's good stuff. Sunny Boy does kick a lot of ass.
It's very avant-garde.
It's
not be
very
for,
weird. It is not for everyone.
Yeah, but
my God,
boy, do they fucking turn it on, and it stays on for the whole show pretty much.
it is something to behold. Certainly, for me, this one was really fucking tough, man. Because I have a few honorable mentions. Rankings again. Comey Can't Communicate, which is ongoing, and I know you haven't seen much or any of that. I don't think that you saw that first episode.
I've seen the first couple.
That show's really pretty. Has a really good intro too. That should have been an honorable mention for intros as well last time. There's one I really almost gave it to this one, even though I really don't like the show because it's about a pedophile. But that fucking Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation, I can't deny, really fucking good art style. Really fucking pretty to look at. But couldn't do it. I went with, and maybe, I'm sure this might get some backlash, but I'm with it, man. Because when I think about shows I watched this year, that I could look at that and say, that's beautiful to look at. And I could show other people and say, that's beautiful to look at. It's got to be Wonder Egg Priority. I really got to give it to him, man. Despite everything that show did to me personally, it's really fucking pretty to look at. Except those last couple episodes.
It had great animation and
Really
weird character
good.
designs. I think Sunny Boy, in my opinion, was maybe it was a style more fitting of me.
I totally get you, and I would never take that.
You know
from
how I like
I'm
the
with
blobby
you.
shapes and stuff like that.
No, you're
when
absolutely
you do weird shit like that.
I
Yeah.
fully get it, my guy.
Yeah.
It's definitely on my list. If I had to do a top 5, it would definitely be in there. But I went ahead and gave art and animation to Wonder Egg. Best music and sound.
This is the one that I have 2 on that I split.
Oh, here we go.
I split one because one was the Violet Evergarden movie.
Okay.
The sound design in that shit. I mean, if you want to hear us rave about it, go listen to the review.
It's beautiful.
It's fucking
wonderful.
incredible.
Fucking wonderful.
I don't know. It's like they thought of everything. They got the real deal recorded with the finest of microphones.
Yeah.
For everything.
Yeah.
And then the score behind it is just astounding. It is fucking beautiful. But I felt like maybe I should pick an anime as well. And another show that had excellent music and also, barely notched out here and there of a bunch of other things was Vivi. Vivi is the one that I chose for the music.
I also went with Vivi. Yes, I think that's just looking at everything I've watched this year.
Song.
There's a lot of good song, but yes, a lot of good stuff this year. But I did also go with Vivi, Fluorite Eye Song, and I had some bangers in the wings, man. I'll give an honorable mention to Megalobox, Kageki Shoujo, and let's not forget one that I know we both watched, maybe not all of, those Snow White Notes.
Yes.
Yeah, really rad show as well.
I thought about that whenever we were doing the
intros and outros. Yeah, that one had some bangers.
Because the intro was awesome for that.
Yeah,
one.
I feel like you kind of gotta be into the shamisen for that one, but also it's just very good. But yes, Vivi, Fluorite Eye Song.
Yeah, Vivi goes to
killer.
the next level with it too, because there are multiple songs written for this character throughout the entire show.
Yeah.
On top of that, there are multiple openings and endings. Too.
Yeah, that's another one that I definitely could argue for Anime of the Year, and I'm sure there's someone who, when they heard our top 5s, was like, "No, Vivi," and I'm like, "I'm with you, dog. I'm with you," but it's our list. Sorry.
How many times do I have to teach you, old man?
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? Jesus. All right, and finally, this is a little weird one because I know we did the categories before. I don't remember if we did a Je ne sais quoi previously on our best of the year thing, but we're gonna call it the Good Buddies pick for Je ne sais quoi. So this for me is one that I did not put anywhere else on my lists, but one that I think is very fun. How did you quantify this one?
Like I said, I tried to keep. Well, I guess I didn't review this one now that I think, but I've talked about it a lot. I thought about what show that what show would be the easiest for me to sell and recommend to everyone.
Okay, very good. So what is that pick?
It's The Vampire Dies in No Time.
Yeah, it's very good. It's very funny.
I feel like Vampire Dies showed up a whole lot in these reviews, in these awards here, and it's just fucking undeniable how fucking fun this show is. It cannot be denied.
Yeah.
Is it the best show of the entire year? No. Does it have the best animation? No. Does it have the best, pretty much anything other than Boy? No.
Not really.
But there's something about it that just screams, hey, you need to watch this.
It's just a lot of fucking fun,
It's
man.
just, yeah. It's going to, I think what I like the most about it, as opposed to everything else, why I can recommend this to somebody, is because I find it hard to believe that you could watch this and get through it multiple times without a smile on your face.
Yeah. Something's gonna crack.
Yeah. It tries hard, and it succeeds. It's great. It's just a great show.
Yeah.
So
it's
there
really
we go.
fun.
Vampire Dies in No Time for the 90th time for me.
All right, my good buddies pick. One that I can't really say it's the best at anything. I don't think I've mentioned it much up until now. Maybe last episode. It was on one of my lists last episode. But it is something that I just watch it and I have a lot of fucking fun. It's called Mutiking the Dancing Hero, or Mutiking, if you're just reading it as it's written, as you might pronounce it in English. It's just so goofy and so fun. Based on an old ass 80s series, so it's dripping in this 80s nostalgia. I said before, it like borders on straight up fucking vaporwave at times. Like the logo for the show literally looks like something that would like be in a fucking old ass arcade that we would have been to in the 90s and been like, man, this shit's old as hell, but like that's what it looks like, because it was from the 80s, like that kind of shit. And it's so much fun. It's so goofy. It has a really good intro and outro, and it's just fun. Like it's a good like turn off your brain, watch this goofy shit, fun kind of show. I don't think it really would win anything else. Obviously, I didn't have it picked for anything else except for its outro was one of my top 5, but it's just a lot of fun. Mutiking the Dancing Hero, based on Mutiking the Dashing Hero, I believe was the original. It's just a lot of fun. It's a goofy, fun show that, I mean, watch that first episode and just see if you want to watch some more. It's goofy and it's fun and it's a lot. It's just a good time. And that's my good buddy's pick. And I think that brings us to the end of the list. Do we have anything else?
That's it, man.
All right, guys, we did it. We got through it. No ramble today, so we're just going to bust on out of here. Yeah, that's really it,
Do you
man.
have any more news you wanted to share, dude?
Oh, there was one more thing. This is kind of a goofy one, but there is so, you know, me and Roger, Roger less so every day, it feels like, but we both like us some goofy ass fucking some card game, Magic the Gathering. And they're doing some spoilers for
I'm telling you, dude, it's working around the product.
Yes, they're doing a new set, and they're doing some spoilers for the new set, including a very special card with one of the Planeswalkers with special art. They did the same thing with the last set. They got motherfucking, hang on, what's his name? Hang on. They got Ayami Kojima to do.
Hideo Kojima?
No, Ayami Kojima, who does the
His
art
brother?
who does the art for the Castlevania games, to paint to do the art for one of these cards of a very cool vampire. And if you look at this card, it's like, well, that's just Alucard. Yeah, it is. It's great. So they got a dude to do some art for one of these new cards in the new set, which is Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. This dude is a badass like samurai guy, ninja guy, and his name the artist that they got is the motherfucking Fist of the North Star guy, Tetsuo Hara. And if you look at his card, it's like, yep, that's Fist of the North Star.
That's Kenshiro.
It's really fucking cool looking. It's kind of goofy to look at because it's like, this is on a Magic card, but it's the kind of shit they do. Like they got fucking Final Fantasy guy. What's the goddamn name? Oh no.
I know it, dude. It's on the tip of my tongue. Amano. Is it Amano?
Yoshitaka Amano. Yes, they got him to do Planeswalker like more than a year ago now, for one of the sets. So it's like a thing they're doing, and I'm
I
with
should have
it.
bought that shit when it was on $100.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be so expensive. You'll never get it now. Haha. Yeah, I should have bought one too, but whatever. Yeah, they're getting like these really cool artists to do really cool things in these really cool cards, and you know what? It's gonna make me keep buying this bullshit. But that's my last bit of anime news. Beepity beep boop. It's just cool. Yeah, fucking. You can get a card with Fist of the North Star on it, basically. Not literally, but basically.
I mean, gotta give him enough time, man.
Yeah, man. Oh man.
Give him enough time, dude.
What's next? What's the one?
They're adopting the sports card model.
I'm fine with it.
Also on top of that, they're kind of adopting the Fortnite model.
Yeah, and they're doing a Fortnite fucking crossover thing later. So, hey, who fucking cares?
There you go, man.
I know people are salty about that and like, cool, I'm going to buy those cards and then beat y'all with them somehow. But yeah, it's goofy and dumb and I love it. I love these stupid card games. What's next if you had to pick one? What's a fucking anime or manga artist that you would want to see them do art for a card or something? Can you think of anything?
The artist for GTO that does the faces.
Very good.
I would love Planeswalkers with the faces.
I
know that wouldn't be for everybody, but God, I would love those cards. It'd be fucking hilarious.
I feel like this is the time to do it, and I doubt it's happening since they already got Fist of the North Star guy doing art on this one. But if they were going to give me like, I know there's a series of the dragons they're bringing back for this set. If they got Akira Toriyama to do like a dragon for that.
If they did some sort of team up with the Autobahn Society, got different cards with the birds and stuff on them, but they're just Autobahn drawings, different Autobahns or whatever of real birds.
Yeah,
that'd be fucking amazing.
That would be sick.
I would love that, dude.
They had those ones that looked like looked like some fucking bird pictures. It was one of the secret layers. Did you see that one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one's pretty sick. Yeah, I would. God, if they do more of these crossovers, I'm gonna just keep buying it forever. So there you go.
All right, buddy. Let's
bust on out of here.
I got a lot of cleaning to do.
That's
I
our
got family Christmas tomorrow.
That's our microscopic ramble. That's as much ramble as you get this week. Sorry, guys, but we'll get you next time.
Yeah, we'll catch you in 2022.
Yes, but thank you so much for hanging with us. Please give us your picks. Tell us what you thought. Who's your best boy? Who's your best girl? What's your funniest and saddest
Send us
animes?
Picks.
Maybe. Maybe send us. We're not. No. I'm just gonna say don't send us pics because I don't trust y'all to not fuck with me. So don't send us pics, but send us your choices for your animes of the year, your top 5 or your top 1. If you don't want to do a whole top 5, just tell us what do you think was your best. Tell me how wrong.
Choice images.
Tell me how wrong I am for not saying Vivi was number 1 because Vivi is very good. I'm sorry it didn't make my list. But yes, hit us up. There's a number of ways to do that. The easiest one is on the Facebook page. Or sorry, not on the Facebook.
Once a C, always a C, am I right?
You don't use the Facebook page. The fucking YouTube page, where you may be checking this out right now. Comment, subscribe, like, click that bell so we can send you some notifications. But that's the easiest way to comment. We also have the Discord. That's the other easiest way to comment. Hit us up. Link is in the description. Links for all of these are in the description, including the Facebook, the Twitter, and the Tumblr, which we're barely on anymore, but we're on there sometimes. Mm-hmm. So check them out. It's always a good time. We love interacting with our good buddies and having them talk, and send us some questions because we love answering those too. We also have a Gmail account that we barely use, but it's there. Beyond that, I
check it every week.
Check it. We do want to give a shout out to our musicians. Thank you so much, Married with Seamonsters, aka the Mary Janes, for the use of our opening theme, Paperdoll. They're on Spotify, just like us. By the way, if you're listening to the podcast, please like and give us those 5 stars and comment. We appreciate that on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. But if you are on Spotify, go ahead and click over to Married with Seamonsters and check out some tracks. However, if you want to hear that opening track that we use, Paperdoll, it is only on marriedwithseamonsters.bandcamp.com. So check it out. Really good stuff on there. Get you some tracks. It's really good music. Thank you so much, Married with Seamonsters, and RIP that band. We also want to give a shout out to our good buddy Haas, Thomastastesbetter on Instagram, and DUNGEONWITCH on YouTube. You can find Haas at all those places for our closing theme on the YouTube portion of the show, which is called The Buddy's Good. Thank you again, Haas. That's Thomastastesbetter, all one word, on Instagram, and DUNGEONWITCH on YouTube. And finally, a shout out to our good buddy, A Petty Theft. Yeah. That is how it's pronounced. He's still going. That is how it's pronounced. 2 P's at the beginning, 2 T's at the end. Petty Theft. Thank you so much, Petty Theft, for our closing theme on the audio portion of the show, which we are still calling Sweet Anime Dreams. Thank you so much, Petty Theft. And I think that about does. You can find Petty Theft on Twitter and on SoundCloud at Petty Theft. And we're out. Thank you so much for chilling with us. It's been real. We are not going to have a new episode before the new year is over.
Yep.
So there you go.
We'll see you in 2022.
We will see.
Buddies.
Hey. See you next year.
And what are we going to do? Who knows?
If we're not sure.
Maybe we'll probably be talking about things that we're looking forward to.
Well, I'll probably be talking about Aggretsuko because the season 4 just dropped. Ooh. Yeah, that's one of our, I'm going to call it, we have a few of what I would call good buddy legacy series, ones that we were there for the first season, we've hit every season since.
We're going to hit that Made in Abyss when it comes out.
Oh yeah, for sure going to hit Made in Abyss. If they do any more Violet Evergarden, which I don't know how they would or why they would, but if they do, probably. And for sure, Aggretsuko, High School Girl, there's a few that we will keep on sticking with forever and ever because we love them. So we're probably going to be talking about that one eventually, maybe not next time, but eventually. But yes, we got some stuff. We're going to try to make some moves, and we will see y'all in the coming year. And, if like me, you ever feel like you can't make it through and you're having a tough time, Lord knows I will, working these 7 back-to-back 10-hour shifts over the next week. Just remember, hey, you made it through this year. Almost. We got another week to.
And this year, just as bad as last year, but you know what? I actually do have high hopes for 2022.
I think we're going to make it. We're going to be okay.
At least everybody's going to start forgetting about everything, so.
And if they don't, we can just fight them. Anyway, thank you so much for hanging with us. That about does it. Roger, do you have one to take us out on?
If you don't have one, do you have one? If you don't, I'm going to just do the classic Love Ya since it's the end of the year.
Yeah, why not? And, because we do love you. And from all of us here at the Good Buddies universe, I am your good buddy, Brandon.
And I am your good buddy, Roger.
And for the last time in 2021, love ya!